Does anybody need a copy of the recitation prayer? Just asking.
Welcome everyone to KCC's evening meditation. Looking around, everyone's been here at least once, more than that. So we don't need to go through too much explanation of what we do. We're very glad you come back here. So it seems to be true that we continue to suffer, as do the beings around us as far as we can see. And it's certainly true that we don't want that to continue. So one of the things that the Buddha did, and why we keep looking to the Buddha, taking refuge in, is he saw that. And he saw it very clearly and deeply. And he didn't hide it from himself. He didn't try to make it better. And try to dress it up in low-level happiness or distraction. And that's hard to do, to really come to know our own suffering. But without knowing that, no liberation can occur. So, the Mahayana path is one of kind of a warrior, in a way, and that it requires that kind of courage. The courage of no longer pretending, of being vulnerable, of not hiding anymore, not trying to look good, not trying to please others, giving all that up. And instead following a path with some real integrity. This is not easy to do. But as far as I can tell from my own experience and listening to teachers, from study and contemplation, from meditation, I can't see any other way. All the avoiding kind of things just keep our wheel of suffering turning. And there's no one else creating it but ourselves. There is no creator. So the three major kleshas, afflictions, obscurations in Buddhism are, first of all, this ignorance. It's not the kind of ignorance that you can get rid of with school learning, school-type learning, like go learn about mathematics. It's not like that. Because the ignorance is not just a type of ignorance acquired in this lifetime. This ignorance was brought into this life And in fact, coming into this body is a result of that ignorance. So it's a very deep kind of ignorance. Not understanding what we are, not even understanding suffering versus happiness. If we really knew, we'd go for the happiness, but we go for this happiness. No, we go for suffering dressed up as happiness, and then we see, just more suffering. So this looking deeply at suffering is one part of it. The ignorance is at the base. On top of that, we grasp and we push away. Actually, it's described at grasping at getting rid of things or grasping at getting things. But it results in a life of running towards and running away. It also seems that the truest nature of the mind is not suffering. Thank goodness. Open, clear, unobstructed, unfettered, free, not trapped. Limitless capability. And each and every one of us have that potential within us, as do all sentient beings. So this can feel like some kind of contradiction, this huge suffering, this Buddha nature. And I think I won't say more. We sit with that. It is our condition. So, due to our confusion and our habits of confusion, we need some help. This is where we go for refuge. And the other kind of help in our refuge prayer is also the help of acknowledging our deep interconnection with other beings. So we kind of can take this on like, oh, I'm taking on this very brave thing of helping other beings. But that's too much self and other. The truth is that we're so interconnected that helping so-called others is helping self. Helping self is also helping others. Helping self in a healthy way, not self-centered way. So when we do our refuge and bodhicitta prayer, we're saying, I trust this, I rely on this, this is what I plan to do. And then we get up off the cushion and we forget, but we work to remember over and over. So that's what we do too in Shine. It's really working that muscle of, oh, I see, I'm off track. Am I willing to let go of that story and come back to my breath, my object of meditation? Then we simply do that. So let's start with this refuge and bodhicitta prayer, and then I think we'll just go straight into silence. And every time your mind wanders, that's okay. It's just habit. We're making a new habit of seeing it and bringing it back gently, precisely, and consistently.
Till the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness. Until the summit of enlightenment is reached, I and all beings go for refuge to the sources of true refuge. I will now practice the absorption of calm abiding in order to release all beings from their particular suffering and establish them in lasting peace and happiness.
So may your meditation go well, or simply go. short stretch if you need it. And reset your attention.
By this virtue
May I quickly realize Mahamudra and establish all beings without exception in this state.
So we'll have tea time soon after announcements. So first, I'm really so happy when I see people just consistently show up for Omse and streaming and cleaning things up. And it's quite amazing, this Sangha, how much people pitch in. It's really, really heartening. So thank you. And having said that, we could use one more person to help stream on the evenings so that the ones doing it, they rotate. So it would be quite good if one other person. And the training's really fast and easy if you come on evenings anyway. It'd be like every third or fourth time you'd sit over there, right, Ryan? Yeah.
Maybe third time right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, so Ryan can show you probably within 5 minutes.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, so if you want to do that, let us know, okay? And the second thing is yesterday we had a very rich day of looking at the mind training text, the 8 verses of thought transformation. And I think there's about 22 people here. And why I say it is it's on KCC's YouTube. And if you have some time and want to listen to some extra teachings or guided meditations on those 8 verses, it's there. So
Really good.
it was really good. We agreed. Us three who helped it happen. We think it was really good, but we heard too. It was just so, the group was so engaged. So a lot came out in those discussions and guided meditations. It's a very practical text about how to deal with difficult situations. And next, coming up, Sally Alworth could talk about her and Jeff's class.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Sally Alworth, and I'm not a teacher, but my husband Jeff and I have been members of KCC for 20 years, which means we've had a long time to make all the possible mistakes in our practice. And we are going to be leading a class called Care and Feeding of Your Daily Practice. We'll run for 5 Tuesday evenings in a row, starting the first Tuesday in April and running through the first Tuesday of May. And it's meant to kind of contain roughly a month of time when we can support each other really heavily in establishing good habits around our daily practice. And we'll be exploring things like the nuts and bolts of setting up the daily practice program and the reasons why we practice, the good ones and the not so good ones. And how we can really support our practice and how to deal with the obstacles that inevitably arise. So it's definitely good for folks who are early in their practice and looking to establish good habits, but also I think for anyone who's been practicing for a while who struggles with consistency, we're hoping it'll be supportive as well. And it should just be a lot of fun.
And we got really great feedback on the program council from Sally and Jeff's class last year on having ethics and carrying those in your life. So looked like fun. I got to watch on streaming a couple times. Anything else for the good of all? Something about the building? We have this new building.
What building?
Are we ever going to go there? Just teasing.
Well, I was looking around, and more than half the people here actually have put in more than a cameo appearance over there. So I very much. So those of you who haven't made it over yet, holding your hearts some gratitude for those who are making an effort, and we do hope that it will all be done by the beginning of June. He says timidly.
That's what we're hoping for. It could happen. It could happen.
And if you're not part of the inside group and would like to be part of this inside group,
They're very special.
you can talk
You
to
really
me
want
or
to be
Jeff.
part of that?
There are opportunities for variety of levels of work over there.
Yeah, it can even be 1 hour that you go for during the weekday. But do check in with Jeff or Bill or Adele, I think. There's a on the bulletin board in the kitchen, you can pull off Adele's number, and she keeps touch with them about what the needs are for industrial vacuuming or throwing things outside or hammering stuff or whatever.
And as time goes on, the nature of some of the volunteer tasks will change. There will always be cleanup to be done. Always. There's always cleanup being done. But
We're very
we'll-
messy.
It's a very messy process, especially in the current phase, in the past 2 months phase. But we'll get into other phases like finish work and painting,
Yeah.
cleaning up after painting. There'll be some demolition coming up soon. Yet more demo stuff come up soon.
For your sledge.
Dumpster filling. That's always a blast.
And filling dumpsters, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, tea time then. Thank you
Mhm.
so much for, it's gonna be very, very exciting going there. I've been there a few times. It's always interesting seeing what's happened. Ceilings gone, walls gone.
Peter Putnam's coming on Tuesday.
Mhm.
Oh,
And Wednesday, right?